And Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
But I'm still trying to make this a kind of an educational stream, so yeah, do put some input if you have any.
Oh, yeah, I definitely do have some input. Let's go. Let's go, boys, ladies and
Doesn't say that
gentlemen.
you're
Welcome to
streaming
your
right
stream.
now.
This is Kexon from Dota from Zero. We have ParADisE with me tonight.
Okay, so it doesn't show that you're streaming though. Like, where do we find the link?
If you left click on me, you will see that I'm streaming
I
right
don't
now.
see that. Nope.
Give me for like 30 seconds, sir. It takes 30 seconds for stream to say, okay, you're now streaming, sir.
Okay.
Literally 30 seconds.
Can you stream to the? Actually, I'll just stream it. I'll stream the public viewing. In case they need to watch.
Yeah, we can see from the Radiant, they're banning Abaddon, and on the Dire, they're banning Faceless Void. From this thing, I can think that the Radiant are trying to play. They want to play aggressive, and the Dire is preventing the aggressive plays by the Faceless Void.
No, I think Faceless Void in general, they just don't want to play against it. Like, it's just so meta that people don't want to worry about the draft so much anymore.
Might be true. But it's like Abaddon, you don't want to think about too much about drafting, you know?
Yeah. I think the Abaddon is a respect ban for John because they know how well he can play it, and
we can see from the Radiant they're banning anti-mates. They don't like anti-mates, yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, Savan, Mr. God of War.
Yeah, you will notice with these drafts that everybody just bans out the carries that they just can't deal with. I think this is a really carry-focused patch, so...
Yeah, that may be true.
Oh, a Slardar pick.
From the first pick of the Slaughter, that's a solid offlane pick, but that's really open to basically counters right now.
Yeah.
But
little,
but
5 radiant seconds.
toxic man.
Yep.
That's a toxic gameplay already from the Dire. They were ready to play. Okay, guys, we're ready to spit you to death.
Okay, so anyway,
And when do you think you can run?
10
Go, ParADisE.
seconds to go.
yeah, I'm actually just a bit surprised by the Slardar
5
pick, the
seconds.
AM ban into the Slardar pick, because like
Dies.
traditionally he's very good at shutting down AM, but I guess they're just worried that even if they shut them
Lina?
down early, they can't deal with
Radiant's
it.
ban.
Okay, you guys, you can now stream my stream from watch my stream. I remove everything that is important at the moment. Let's see. Let me remove chat. Give me a moment. Stream elements, please go away from the chat for 5 seconds. But yes, you can now watch on my screen, guys, for your reference.
Oh, you're on Twitch. Alright.
Let's go remove my overlays so we don't get disturbed by that.
Yeah. Well, this is still an experimental kind of style, so... But it's fine. I guess we have 2 Dota from Zero Code. And all the players have been verified, so... Yeah.
Oh, verified players. Do you know what that means, guys?
Sorry?
You know what that means?
What?
That means we can have fun tonight.
We were
10 seconds to go.
we were reeling from like a pretty one-sided game like right before this. I think everybody is kind of eager to play another game and like see a bit more back and forth. Last game, Death Prophet on Tanmei on Death Prophet was able to like take over the game and kind of just
okay, there we go.
Drafts, and like it was like it unfolded like predicted.
What do you call it? There, ParADisE. I made my screen even cleaner now, so you can watch it for easily.
Yeah, I'm still streaming it in the game though, because I need to look at like the other people, so I have information for post game. I just want to ask, how do you want to split this? You want to do Radiant or Dire? I don't think it matters. Just so you can focus on them for the post game.
I can focus on the Dire since I did promise Dire I was gonna cover them.
All right.
And we can have the replay analysis for later, which is more easier for me to look up.
Yeah, for the post game. Yeah, it's gonna make it easier. I'll focus more on Radiant though, but I'll be watching both teams still.
Yeah, actually take 45 minutes to give post replay feedback.
Oh, what?
Which, yeah, 45 minutes for post replay feedback. That's how long it is.
Well, maybe we can give a shortened version, and then for the people who want to stay longer and get the more in depth.
Seconds to go.
Yep.
5
It's usually because I touch. Because I usually touch topics like last hits and like that on how to last it, on how to ignore last hits.
Oh, okay, yeah, but let's do the summarized version of like their bigger mistakes.
Okay,
and game
looking from the Radiant, they don't want to fight. They want to play really aggressive. Like, look at their bans. Their picks and their bans say that they want to pick very aggressive picks, such as they ban Lich, they ban Spectre, they ban Zeus. They're banning defensive heroes or heroes that are literally good at split pushing.
Ooh,
Oracle.
is this an earthy Oracle? I've been telling her to practice, but let's see.
From the Dire side, you can see that they're all banning cores. They don't want to. They want to limit the cores that they want to give to Radiant, which sacrifice like what kind of supports. But we already have Snapfire, and they already got Lina and Oracle. So I think this kind of ban is kind of weird.
Phantom Assassin.
PA on an Oracle. That's interesting. Considering how Oracle counters PA really hard
Yeah,
in any almost
Lina
game
too.
until BKB.
And Lina
Yeah.
too, and Slardar. Actually, I'm kind of worried about this pick. I agree.
Very, very worried. But they have Mars. They have a very good shutdown. We cover up with the Viper, with the Nether Toxin, Snapfire with his ultimate. That's a very good combo already from the team Red Dire.
Yeah.
But the team Radiant, they're focusing on single person or basically defending their stuff. Riki. Oh, this is a very interesting pick for Riki. Considering how Riki and Pia are very two heroes that don't usually want to fight each other until certain timing,
Yeah.
and the timing is almost very the same time, which almost decides like who wins on the three heroes. The three heroes, the mid, the offlane, and the support, who wins on their trade.
5 seconds.
I'm worried about Dire because again, I don't think their bottom lane can deal with the Slardar all that well. But
That's kind of weird.
Riki is a good pick against Mars, right? It's something you don't
Dire's
see very often, which I'm kind of surprised about. But people don't really pick
Oh.
Riki. But
Oh, look at the Radiant. They pick Klings. They ban Klings for. They're banning it. Something that you definitely don't want to ban unless you're focusing on something like, oh, we're afraid that this guy is gonna go mid, which we really know that Viper is definitely gonna go to mid.
I wouldn't be so sure about that actually.
I mean, most of the time because
There's a chance I think it's actually gonna be
10
position for.
seconds to go.
Because Dire has last pick, and usually if you're last pick, you try to save it for
5
mid or carry.
seconds.
And they've already shown
Yeah.
up their carry, so that's why I really think they're gonna save the mid for last.
oh, Queen of Pain ban. That's a really good ban because the enemy requires more magic damage. They don't have that much gang. They don't have any gang potential at the moment, so they're all gone. Like they're just banning all their gang potentials. Considering how Riki and Slaughter don't like to be ganked, and that applies to Lina and Oracle. They're not the good heroes that can counter gank.
Seconds to go.
Yeah.
They're good for certain timing. Where like, oh yeah, my teammate is getting dive, I can counter that. But if they get ganked, then it's just over for them. Well, meanwhile, Dire's like, oh, they have ganking potential if they have anyone who fast fast, and they ban Puck with this. In this case, I think they're gonna pick someone like who's definitely good on laning, but is also good at ganking. Someone like, maybe like say Ambush Spirit or
5
even Void Spirit.
seconds.
I say around that hero.
Oh yeah,
Dire's
they
pit.
need to be the ones making the aggressive.
Oh,
Oh,
Morphling.
Morphling.
Whoa, what a very greedy pick against this team. That's a very greedy pick.
Well, I mean, they already have the Riki to make the fighting a space, right? But they don't really have a proper initiative.
Razor.
Razor against
Morphling?
Morphling is pretty bad, I think. Razor can't kill
It's
Morphling.
terrible.
period. I think
It's
Morphling's
terrible.
is
But on
gonna-
the laning phase, it's always Razor that wins the first 2 minutes of the lane. If it's like the important, like, because Morphling definitely need more last hit. He needs damage. He needs the first wave to win the lane.
yeah,
If
but,
you deny his damage, it's gone.
but at the same time, Morphling has his Q to get out after level 1. So
Yeah, but he's definitely gonna lose first wave if he knows how to aggressively control it.
yeah, but at this bracket, I don't think it's going to, like, the first wave impact is gonna be as big as some might think. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes, and it's Tan Mei, so yeah, I think it's definitely a fine pick. Average student is a tier 2, and he's a good mid laner, but again, Tan Mei was like really flexing his muscles in the last game and like showing off why he is a very competent tier 3 mid laner. Yeah, out of the bunch, it's a bit harder. It's a lot harder than what it was last game, because last game it was a tier 1 Death Prophet against tier 1 Drow versus a tier
I'd
3
get
Death
ready if I
Prophet.
were you.
Let's check their item builds. Again, I think Cabbage is going too hard on regen. Typically, as a carry, I would suggest 200 gold on regen max. So either 2 sets of tangos or 1 salve. Not both. Two sets of tangos or one set of tangos and a salve. I don't really like.
I think
both.
in this case it's a very hard trade because he's at the lane where he can't win the lane, and his support is someone who wants to trade, but his carry doesn't want to trade. Unlike Slaughter, who always wants to trade, and Lina has two Fairy Fire ready to trade
Yeah.
anytime.
Yep. Honestly, I would have maybe
Meanwhile-
preferred a Ring of Protection. Like, as odd as that
They
sounds
might
to
be
get
good.
an agility hero, I think he's just gonna take so much right-click damage early on that it might just...
Yeah, it's
devalue
definitely
him.
gonna be a
Everybody
lot
to
of right
die.
click. Looking at bottom, we have see Riki getting fighting against Mars. This is a very weird lane. Usually, because Riki doesn't like dealing with Mars with his immeasurable amount of his magic damage and his God Rebuke, which is basically like a long slow, combine that with Viper's first skill. It's a very cancerous build to deal with if it doesn't have any second skill very early on.
But
Especially
Ricky
if
will
you're dealing
almost
against
always
Oracle.
get it W first. And
Let's be
Yeah.
at 6, Mars doesn't really have kill threat because Ricky is tanky enough. How
Yeah.
did the runes go? Okay, so they gave up bot. That's good. I think Ricky is gonna do much better than you expect. Though the both tier 3s are here, so D1 and Earthy have their jobs cut out for them. Yeah.
Oh, amazing block from Milo Morphling, but now he's gonna have an issue with last hitting under the tower. He can get the last hit under the tower, but it's gonna be very hard for Razor to do anything.
Yeah.
Sacrificing the first wave. That Razor definitely gonna get level 2 faster than this Morphling getting his first deny.
Morph should have gotten level 2 if the Razor didn't get that deny. So that was good.
Yeah.
Average shouldn't. And actually, I think that was the right play by Morphling. Like, he wants to get his level 2 so that he can't do the static link combo. Average student has had problems with not using his without using his static link early enough, and yeah, he's kind of missed his window here. He could
Oh, he sacrificed a lot of last hit. Could have easily get the last hit for that one.
oh,
Looking at bottom, we have the Viper trading crap.
okay. The lane
And we
in
can
for
see that
Morphling
the
is pretty
PA
much
lost a lot of
secured.
lane. Oh, that top is losing a lot.
Taking a lot.
Snapfire is not trading with any of his skill. Sadly, the Snapfire is not using any of her skills to trade with Lina. And we can see Vicky dying. How did that happen?
He overcommitted his blink strike and then he just died as a result.
Mm.
So I mean, it's a
You
wash.
can see
right?
top losing,
Ricky is
getting level 2.
losing, and Ricky doesn't like losing his lane. But at the same time, I think Morph is gonna do more than fine. So we're gonna see how much of an advantage this Morph can get from the lane,
That's a nice last hit.
because he will not die to this Razor. Like, actually, at this point, he will not die to the Razor unless he
Yeah, he won't die
really
anymore.
overcommits.
Oh,
I
there's
think
such an
Razor versus
overcommit and
Morph
this, so
is a
this.
little better for Razor in the side lanes, but in mid,
Oh,
there's nowhere.
bottom,
for
we can
him
see
to go.
them. That's that disgusting combo has finally come out. The God's Rebuke. plus
I
the-
remember they were
the
talking about this.
cancer
They just
poison attack.
wanted to, they just wanted to do exactly this. So it's good that Rona brought his mana regen, and it looks like he's investing in health regen. Oh.
Oh, this is a very greedy build from Cabbage.
Wow, the kills are racking up everywhere, dude. At least Cabbage hasn't died yet, and he hasn't burned through all of his regen. But yeah, the lane is not in a good place. He's gonna pull.
Oh, he
he's gonna pull.
immediately
He's gonna
pulled a Wraith
recognize.
Band.
He's gonna pull it. It's good. Wraith bands are definitely the way to go, especially with the extra armor they give now. And this pull is quite good, but yeah, this pull is still quite good.
Hey, it's
Oh.
a good pull. He denies
It's gonna
range.
deny.
That's a
It's gonna
very
deny
good deny on
everything.
range.
The entire creep wave is
Yeah.
gonna die. So yeah, it actually works out really.
As long as he
nicely.
doesn't trigger the last hit. Yep, he triggered the last hit for that. That's gonna be dangerous. And we can see
Yeah.
Razor's overcommitting every time. The Razor has been committing under the tower constantly, giving that Morphling an edge of having health. Something that you don't want to do with
Dire's top
Morphling because you
tower
want to
is being
commit a lot of
attacked.
things.
Wait, hang on. You said you were gonna coach which team? Radiant or that?
Dire, I'm Dire. I'm looking at Dire.
Alright, I'll keep focusing on that. Like, I
Oh,
don't think
that's a good
Slardar needed this ring of protection, honestly. He could have probably gotten his boots first. Lina has a lot of right-click trading, but she's not really doing it yet, so... I think they could have been winning top harder. Like, I expected PA to be struggling a bit more.
This kind of warding is actually very terrible for both sides either way. You can see a warding at the bottom. This is kind of warding where the reason why you ward around here is because you want to block this. there's this neutral cramp. But if no one is pulling it, it's the worst. You're not gonna put a sentry there. It's not worth it because you block it if you are trying to prevent them from pulling. The Viper's overcommitting for one courier.
Maybe
But now the Mars reacting to it.
Mars is fine. Like if Mars even just walks somewhat close, they have to back up. The Radiant team should back up. So I think the Viper is working really well. Traditionally, I'd say Mars loses to Ricky, but just because the Viper is there, forces the enemy team to run. It's quite good. Though still Ricky has the advantage that he can always get out of Mars's ult. So it's not the end of it.
The courier is gonna die now. And Lina's and PA is getting a lot of last hits under the tower, but and the Dire is not reacting properly. The Radiant is not reacting anything to this pull whatsoever.
Yeah, they should have probably pulled their own wave, but at the very least, they should be able to get the top rune, which they're not doing. So the Lina has been walking around here, and actually not making any moves towards the runes. So let's see how the bounties go. Let's check
We can
the
see
last
the
ones.
Mars is trying to get last hit. Oh, Viper dying to a overcommitment.
Yeah. But again,
He's
they're
trying to deny the
securing
pull, getting overcommitted. Yep.
yeah, so the PA is having a good game.
Radiant's bottom
The
tower
Ricky
is
less
being
so, and the
attacked.
Mars is having an amazing game. I guess that's to be expected though, because again they put both their tier 3s in one lane. So if they're not winning this lane, they've really wasted their resources. Their player resources.
Oh, they're getting dived. Oh. At this point of the game, they already have to buy sticks. Everyone needs to buy stick at this point. There's no exception to who buys stick.
In this
And I
lane,
can only see that only Snapfire has a stick. Because at this point, you want to start trading a lot of your things, a lot of committed things, because it's a free trading war at this point.
yeah, I think.
So like
top
Mars has a
lane-
mana issue, but he doesn't have any stick to counter this spamming of Oracle and Ricky.
yeah.
Something that you definitely want to look out.
Yeah, I agree. Stick should be on the offlaners of both teams. Let's see what they do. Again, Cabbage is doing really good at like controlling the wave, so he's still securing a lot of last hits in a lane that you should have taken a lot more harass on.
Yeah, but if we look at the lane, Mars is so fat. His 600 gold lead ahead of up to everyone.
Yeah, but again, this was because by design they committed all their heroes to one basket, and like meanwhile the Morph
Yeah,
is doing quite good. I mean, he's not crushing the lane by any means, but you know, he's
That's
gonna have a good
Fire
game.
overcommitting.
Fired up.
It's just a very good game for Morphling if he buys the right item. Oh, he did. He definitely bought the best item he can buy laning against Razor.
What do you think of a shotgun build for Morph? Are you a Morph player by the way?
I played Morph before, but definitely I did try the shotgun build. A shotgun build is really good if you're fighting mostly physical enemy, and they are someone that's definitely like a glass cannon build. In this case, if I were looking at like maybe like PA, that's a very good build. But if you were fighting like someone like Razor, it's definitely good item. Because Razor relies so much on physical, anything other than physical, he sucks at it.
Yeah.
If we look at Mars, he has a combination of skills, something that, and he's
More
gonna be
magic,
very
though.
tanky.
More magic
Yeah.
though. But yeah.
Yeah, but it's a very hard item, but I definitely think it's a good item overall because it gives a diversity for the team. Because the Morphling, if he goes only for something like physical build
Yeah.
against
You
this
just have to
lineup of
build armor.
anti-physical, yeah.
And yeah.
So now they're definitely gonna focus on buying more items like this.
Yeah. Let's see. So the Mars is going for a Vlad's. I mean, it's not a terrible item.
Bottom is missing.
He, yeah, I guess he could do this and then get the Soul Ring after. He does need the sustain from the Morbid Mask, I think. So he's running into Mana Issue. That's how he chooses to deal with it. Morph
the
isn't
Viper's
gonna die,
ganking,
not
but
even close. Honestly, the
Not
Lina
even
TP
close.
was a waste. But it's not that
it was definitely a waste. Had Mars been TPing to middle, maybe that would have been a very good TP. But but Viper's like that kind of guy, like a Blood Mother. He can only stay in one lane, and other than that, he sucks.
bad. Yeah.
If he tries to gank, he's not good.
Yep.
But here we can see Snapfire overcommitting every time, which is a very, very scary move to play against, especially when Slider already has boots, has ultimate, and now he's gonna have some extra movement from just running around.
Radiant's
This is a bit worrisome.
worrisome.
They could consider putting Mars top. I think PA matches fine against.
Oh,
Oh
God
man.
of War is here.
The
one head down.
traditional position 5 sacrifice to the God of War, man. Every game. There is unfortunately
game,
not
yeah.
much the Oracle can do. I mean, Fate's Edict, right? But that's it. And I don't think she'll survive
is-
long enough to react to that.
Morphling jungling. Something that I do not like
Dire's
traditionally.
top tower is under siege.
Razor's still getting quite a bit out of this lane, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, but the net force is the same, which is very dangerous for anyone like Morphling.
Yeah.
For Morphling, because he always wants to win trading, and he has very good strong skills to trade.
I'm guessing Tanmei isn't as familiar with Morphling, or is just used to playing him as
Maybe.
a passive farmer. But yeah, he
Yeah.
definitely could be pushing his limits a bit more. But it's still a solid lane for him, right? He's not doing bad by any means. But yeah, he could maybe be
Yeah.
pushing the Razor out more. But the Razor's getting.
Or you
almost-
even put the trade the lane away, like just get the lane away first, like make it a double wave, and then he can come back. Oh, there's a
there's
very
a
dangerous,
DD
risky
rune.
build play. That's a DD rune. Whoever can get it first.
that-
It looks like Razor's gonna get it.
Oh no. He might actually win this trade. Yeah, Morph has no damage
Dire's
left.
middle tower is under
Pop your
attack.
phase boots.
Morph has no
You don't
damage,
even care, do
Yeah.
you?
but it's not gonna commit that much for.
I don't
You
think
can
he
see
could.
Lina
He's gonna
dying to
die
a
if
combo.
he committed. If he committed, he'd be dead for that. So yeah, this is a good move. Pogs is rotated, but as soon as his wave pushes in, I want to see PA go bot. Like they don't
It's a
need
good
to
thing
3-man
from Teal.
pressure. They don't need to 3-man pressure the top tower, right? The offlane tower. It just doesn't matter enough to do that. But yeah, Ricky
The
is
dangerous part about
inevitably gonna
Mars
show
being in the top lane is that you're creating a lot of war to your safe lane, where something that the safe lane wants to avoid war.
this. Yep. But no. But that's why the PA should have already been bottom. Like she's
Yeah,
not gonna
bottom
farm
now
here.
is left alone.
Yeah, and Viper died for it. The PA should definitely have gone bottom.
God,
I don't
can
think
see
they
two
can kill
diving.
this. I don't think they can kill this at all.
Radiant's
Yeah,
top
especially
tower
Mark
is
doesn't have
under
mana.
siege.
He's committed a lot of his mana. No soling from him.
Dire's
No stick.
bottom tower is being
Something that's very dangerous for any team. Oh, that's a very good. That's a very good kill.
Yeah.
That's a very good cookie from Snapfire. I didn't expect anything from
Dire's bottom
Snapfire.
tower is under siege.
You'll be surprised by John. He's a tier 1, but he actually has some really golden moments sometimes. So I would never count him out. Like, let's just say that.
Mars finally tipping to bottom. Something that is definitely I will avoid when you're at some Mars.
They were doing
'Cause now
they
he's-
were doing well top, right? Like they really didn't need to be here. The PA should be here, and the Oracle
At
is
this
just here.
point,
as backup. Yeah.
oh my god, that's a lot of damage from Mickey. He's doing a menace.
So the
At least
issue
they're now
is,
having-
the issue is the Mars went top, got the kill, and then went back bottom, and so now the Ricky is the same level as he is, whereas a while ago they were winning. So they've gone back to what they were doing, but they're actually now they've managed to do it in such a way that they're now losing the
Radiant's
lane.
middle tower is under
But
siege.
it's still
Something that I
very
definitely won't buy as a core unless I'm definitely hitting the jungle. It's always buying a clarity, which is never good on offlaners traditionally. Only time it's good is when you are pushing the lane when there's no heroes.
yeah.
That's when it's very good to buy clarities. Other than that, you will always buy mangoes, which gives you more mana either way,
That's
and it's
true.
very good.
But I think the laning stage
Oh.
is kind of broken down at this point. They kind of just forced it back in. I don't think they can kill Nira here. Oh, he's going Echo Saber. Alright, that's fine. I think that's a perfectly valid item in
Radiant's
Slardar.
top tower is
Basically
Oh,
provides him all the
Morphling-
sustain he needs.
Vipers are having to fight Morphling.
I don't think he's gonna die. Yeah.
That was a very, very brave, bold, and but reckless move actually.
Let's just call it dumb. Yeah, so let's see.
We can see Top is fighting, but Mars is now trying to live his last life against this Ricky, who's gonna die.
He's fine.
No, he's not.
He's fine.
He's fine. Use his ultimate to run away.
Again, I think what's really holding back Dire right now is their rotations. Like it has actually been anti-rotations what they've been doing up to this point. So like
Because
I said, they went top.
they're D pushing their own things.
They went top. The Mars went top, which was the right move,
Radiant's
and then he
middle
decides to
tower
go
is being
bottom,
attacked.
which is definitely not the right move. But yeah, and now the Ricky is on the same level parity with the Mars, and it just gets harder. Again, instead of Mars being the one defending here, I would much rather he be pushing in top, and instead the PA and Viper I think can hold this tower. yeah, the Radiant
Oh,
doesn't
we
want to
can see
commit
Lina
someone
going
for
to top.
this.
Lina is going top. There's something that they want to repressure the lane.
Well, I mean, the PA has been like playing top, right? But again, this is a weird game because everyone is playing in the wrong parts of the map.
That's
So
one way to cash in.
yeah.
Where we can see Granny
check
dying.
roads. Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
it's
double
not
damage.
the biggest of deals, I don't think. But yeah, I wish Razor would see this. Like he has vision for this. Like, if the Morph gets it, it's actually a major disaster.
Oh, Razor's
now-
fighting against his own brother now.
Yeah. I think he's not gonna die, but I think he's, you know, just this is like the turning point where Razor can't really lane against the Morph because the Morph figured out he can just static link the Razor, and Razor's ultimate isn't nearly enough to make up for the Morph.
Oh, this is a very scary move from
Dire's top
from
tower
Earthy.
is being attacked.
Okay.
No dust from from teams. Yeah, this is a very risky play from bottom to go dive without having any dust at all. We did talk about that Morphling versus that Razor pick, and now it's Morphling gonna beat the living crap out of this Viper, saying that I
He got the
remember you,
DD.
I
He got
used to
the
kill
DD.
you.
That is literally the deciding factor, and
Ah,
Razor didn't see it. Like it was daytime. He was here. He definitely saw it, but he didn't pick it up.
oh, that was very risky from
At least
Handmine.
they're getting a counter kill top. That's big. So it's not a total loss. I hope they get a counter kill top.
Dire's middle
yeah.
tower is under attack.
He stunned him.
He's dead.
The
Oh,
double stun.
Yeah, he's
Oh, that's a very good
now
kill.
Lina's dead. I think.
Now the Lina.
Unless a TP.
Lina,
comes in.
no,
Okay.
don't think so. Lina's not gonna die. She has a stun, she has a stick, she has a Fairy, but we're definitely gonna see mid getting pushed very hard, which is the right move for Morphling right now. He needs to push that wave. He needs to push the tower. He needs to tell the Dire that your tower is gone and that you definitely need to look more.
Yeah. I think the Razor's time in mid is completely done. He should look to begin pressuring another lane. Probably bottom. Ricky is probably going to, will ideally realize that he should leave the lane and try to find farm elsewhere, and then that would force a Slaughter bottom who can't defend against the Razor. At the very least, he'll be dragging the Morphling around instead of leaving him to free farm. Yeah, he's going shotgun. Yeah, that's a good build for him.
Especially with the Lina combo.
Yes, that is actually a lot of damage. Oh,
Yeah, now by the time this Morphling has his shotgun, the PA will have his Desolator, but after that what?
yeah, PA
Dire's
is just
top
food
tower is under
at this
attack.
point. And they know there's a sentry. Yeah, okay. This is looking really bad for Dire. They've lost 2 towers
Dire's top
with no
tower
real
is
response. The bottom lane
Now
went
it's
well,
getting
but
responded.
it's not enough. It's not enough.
There's 2 reactions for mid. Never mind.
Earthy, I think Earthy
Oh.
missed her ultimate. Honestly.
Oh, Earthy is gonna die, falling to the Dire's toxic fight. And now, we can see the Razor. He's trying to chase this Lina down, but he got destroyed immediately.
It's a good stun, but
Razor finally ganking. They're playing the counter move right here. The dive moves here. Oh, well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under siege.
Oh, the Razor's still alive.
the PA
He has
made
a
space
lot of
for the
ammo.
Razor. Razor can maybe come in for 1 nuke and then get out.
Oh, that push.
Yeah, see, get out. He didn't do the get out part so well.
That was a really awkward move from Razor. He came back to die.
Yeah,
Radiant's bottom tower
like the
is
max
under
contribution he could have had was the plasma field. But yeah, then he should have gotten out. I think, but it was valuable that he was there.
Something I definitely heard that Snapfire's Aghanim is so broken because you have an extra stun for 4,200 gold that gives you a lot of stats.
Yep.
Something that is definitely more important, especially when you have someone like Mars. Oh, Mars is buying the right items. He's definitely going the right item. Look at the item he's going
Spirit
for.
Vessel,
He's
yeah.
going for, yeah, something that the whole team needs.
Yes, desperately. And
On the other hand, Viper is
going-
playing Veil of Discord, which is a risky build, if I have to say.
I think Morph can afford to go for a BK. Actually, no. I don't know. I think
Oh,
Manta
Morph
can
have-
get away with a Manta. Depends on how good he is.
I think this is definitely a Shane and Yasha game.
Sajin Yashik.
Manta and Yasha, they both work.
He's gonna have to purge off the Spirit vessel. That's my issue with that.
Oh, Mars finally going down.
No,
But the
they don't
Morphling
have
is
a
trying to
spirit
live.
vessel yet. But... Oh,
Is the
he's-
Riki gonna help him? Oh, he's alive.
Yeah, they needed the spirit vessel there. If they did, he'd definitely be dead. Maybe Razor could have kept chasing and landed the Q. Do they have dust? Yeah.
They don't have
Snapfire
that. They only have one
Snapfire
dust, but they don't know where Riki is. They don't recognize that Riki is in middle.
Let's see
think
if
he's still
Ricky
jungling.
realizes.
Radiant's
Okay,
middle
they
tower
don't
has
realize.
fallen.
Okay, that's fine.
The fact that the PA is still holding that Philosopher's Stone is so greedy. Not even his support can hold anything.
It's not greedy, it's just
She's
bad. It's
Yeah.
not fair to the support. Like, I'm sure Snapfire and Viper are both screaming to themselves inside. They're like, just give us the item back. You're not even using it. It's literally the worst neutral item to get on a PA.
It expands my farm, sir. How? By giving me some 90 GPM.
Should make my
Bro.
life easier.
When I'm dead, I want to swap it in for extra 90 GP.
I will definitely do that every game. I will definitely do that every game if I had to.
You're gonna get
the
reported
Morphling.
every game. You're gonna get reported.
He's going to go for smoke play with Ricky Morphling trying to find the Snapfire. He's gonna see the Snapfire and Snapfire is gonna die really fast.
The Snapfire ran back in. I mean, I don't think it would have mattered, but that was a little weird. Still,
It
though,
won't-
that
it
was a
won't matter either
5-man
way.
gank for a 4-man gank for position 5. It's
Ooh.
not the best.
A clumsy net, a very good item on Mars. Definitely one of the most important items from Mars right now. Lack of mana.
And since
He has a
doesn't
shotgun
have
build.
touch,
Oh,
they
PA
cannot
still
go
alive from the
against-
shotgun build. Ah, there we go.
They cannot go on right now. Like, the Morphling is DD, it's just too much damage. And they have no way to deal with it. And Mars wasn't even there. I think that's the biggest issue of all. Is that, yeah,
Ah, that's definitely the biggest issue.
it's like the
Something I think
anti-rotation
most people
system.
won't know. Something most people will know that False Promise has its own dispel. So there's 2 double dispel on Oracle constantly.
The hard
My
dispel, right?
instructions
Yeah.
have been fortified.
Yeah, his ultimate is a dispel. It's a hard dispel. One of the strongest dispel you need. But we can see the Oracle might die under the tower and creeps.
Morph might die. Oh,
And this-
Snapfire can't reach it. Oh no. But yeah, like again, the problem is Morph has no way to dispel the Spirit Vessel if he doesn't go Manta. So yeah, he recognizes that. He's going for the Manta next.
The Morphling doesn't have mana. Do you think he will be able to live? This is actually not. He's getting dive hard.
Let's see if they commit for it. It looks like they are. Okay. I think he should. Yeah, he does.
They're committing very hard. Just
Oh,
throwing
yeah.
the stick. Oh, he's finally down.
Very worth it though. Hard commitment.
Very
definitely
worth it. But at the cost, they have no lane to push. No lane other than top to push right now. If they can get this.
Something,
Oh.
right? At least they have a catapult on it.
He's running away
dead, he's
from
dead,
the.
he's dead,
He's
he's
running
dead.
away from the team.
Oh, wow, he's much faster than I thought.
Thank you so much.
And
He ran
Viper's
away,
slow is
his team is
actually
at-
quite not that good. Yeah.
It takes it takes multiple stacks for it to slow. It's like Venom. It's the first time you slow him. Like you take a second skill, you spit on it. Do you feel anything? No. Once you get stack for slow, then you start feeling it. That's how Viper wins
Looks
a
like
lot of
there's a
games.
3-man kill squad top. Hopefully they do some. Oh, never mind. He ate the tango in full health and broke his.
Oh,
invis.
Vicky is coming to the lane where PA is. Oh, now PA is man fighting this. Oh, this PA is winning. She has a dust, but she used it too late. She used
Early.
it too early.
Yeah. So that would have been a good play, but yeah. Still though, every time they trade, Ricky burns her mana, and she has no way to get that back. So
Well, like I said, she needs one. Everyone in the game needs stick because they have mana issue. You want to get your mana back, so what do? You get a stick. Why? It's free real estate, and now the PA is
Cabbage
diving
might
too
die.
hard.
Cabbage.
Yep. If the team doesn't react, she might actually die here.
Oh, the Mars is making. Okay,
Our
that's
team is
good
finally
rotation.
reacting.
Good
That's a
sense.
really good reaction. It's a very good reaction.
And at least
But they
now
have
they're
to
in the
sacrifice
position
top.
to take the right lane, and there's nothing top anyway, so there's nothing much to sacrifice behind some.
Razor is almost getting dive.
Nah,
He
he's
recognized that he was
fine.
about to get dive.
He's
He saw the ward.
I hope they stick around and take the bottom tower. This is what I mean though. Like if the coaches aren't in the game, they oftentimes forget about how valuable this is.
Radiant's bottom tower is under siege.
The PA might die.
Why
Yeah,
was
she
on
finally
her own
died.
like that? Now, okay, now they're
She
push
too- she
bot
has an
is
informant
completely
too.
stalled. Yeah. Blade Mail and Viper, I like it. Dogs is dead. They're both
Oh,
dead,
there's a
actually.
very hard committed bottom fight. They will get away with this. Mars trying to get away with this. This Lina's trying to chase, but he's gonna get away with this. And Razor is coming back to coming to bottom, but he's recognized that Ricky is diving in. Ricky has no mana. He might die actually here. Oh no, he's not. He's gonna get away. Razor is covering it. Razor, I mean
just wanna
Oracle
point
covering
out
it.
the tier 2 just died, so
Yep,
Dire really
they're
isn't
sacrificing a
accomplishing
lot of
anything.
things.
They sacrificed the
This
entire
is
team
really
just to
hard
get
played.
just to give away the Morphling tower. Right? And the Morphling is like way ahead in last hits right now. So.
Oh yeah, if we check the last and the nudge, we can see that Morphling has 173. Something the PA doesn't want to deal with. You see?
Oh, he committed in!
But now he's gonna
There's
get
no
away
one
with
else,
this.
No, there's nobody else to help.
I need to pee. And now Morphling's gonna get away with this. It's really, it's crazy.
It's really
Dive,
the
so they're-
anti-rotations. I think they just send people to the wrong lanes at the wrong times, and then they get punished for it as a result.
Wait, who's the hard position 5 in the enemy team? It's either in Radiant.
Maybe it's Earthy, Oracle.
Really? It feels like Lina is also one of them.
Well, yeah, he's making a lot of space, but like he does need levels more than Earthy does.
Oh, Ricky is getting on the Snapfire, and Snapfire is definitely gonna go out and get KO'd.
Yeah, Snapfire is just food. Once if they have backline jumpers, there's just nothing she can do. And now they recognize Roche. Okay, this is some good captaining from both teams.
What happened if Coach 5v5, but then you play with them?
Nobody has fun, I think. Nobody wins.
How about we become puppy for tonight? How about we become puppy?
So wanna play your power
We play as a
tactics
hard-
tonight?
We play as hard support. We beat them up. We show them like, oh yeah, let's do this, we'll do that, yes. And then puppy pull out the machete. He's like, ah, you're ready to fight me, eh? And then he starts destroying PC for losing.
Alright. I think okay, this is some really good captaining by Radiant, I swear. But yeah, I think we're here to coach and guide, but most importantly encourage people to play. And if they're
Oh,
not
Dire
having-
reckon.
Oh no.
This is such a bad fight for them.
That I didn't
Oh,
think they
here's
needed
the-
to use that.
Yep.
Right?
Oh, that's a really good. Oh, Snapfire. Why are they overcommitted? But now we can see the buyback from the PA going on for Vicky. Vicky's getting away. Oracle is trying to dodge this. Lina is trying to help
This is
her
a
Oracle, but the
disaster.
Oracle is having a hard
The
time.
PA bought back and she's
On the other hand,
She's
the PA died, Vicky, and now she has bought back. She is 48 seconds dead. She's now
It's a
worthless to her team
disaster.
for the rest of her team game. The one who bought back was Razor, you know.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah, it was Razor who bought back. So Razor is like basically like, I bought back.
For nothing.
Definitely a fight that you don't want to join. Basically because you don't have BKB. You're getting countered by this Morphling shotgun build.
Yeah.
Now the
I would've
Morphling has a
wanted to go
Manta.
BKB, drums BKB, I think would have been a good item build for Razor this game. Phase Boots is fine because of the Ricky and the Slowdown.
Dire's bottom tower is
Yeah,
under
so the
siege.
Morph has his Manta, now the Spirit Vessel is going to be really hard to get on him because you have no other way to force the Spirit Vessel, the Manta popping other than a
Dire's
Spirit
bottom
Vessel
tower
charge.
has fallen.
So it's going to get very expensive very soon, and Pogs doesn't even have
Oh, having that,
Pogs
giving
doesn't
that
even have any charges, so
the order of destruction to PA will definitely devastate the team's
Yeah, I think
backline.
she should-
Should
she's
he
doing
not
it.
fall? Yep. And now she's grabbing the item. That's really nice for her.
yep.
She now can farm faster, jungle faster, hit harder, and show them that I'm strong. Should she get farm, of course. Or if she doesn't get farm, she's more worthless. And the fact that the Razor is still holding that Vampire Fangs for the past 10
Radiant's
minutes has been
middle tower
devastating
is
to
under
PA.
attack.
Needing that life steal every time she needs to go
She has
fast.
a Morbid Master, so it's not the end of the world. Oh, Fairy
Oh,
Fire.
Fairy Fire.
I don't know.
Something that PA don't want to hold.
Razor maybe. Razor.
I will definitely give it to someone. Oh, Viper is gonna die. Oh, is he gonna die? Nope.
Snap
Oh,
is probably
Ricky.
dead too.
The Vicky has an MKB. This is a
Who's
very
good?
dangerous situation for PA.
Oh no.
I think at this point we can call it.
very very Radiant favored. Let's just say that.
This is like you wanna see? You wanna guess how much? What's the win rate? You have a dollar plus, sir?
No. Guessing.
I think there's like
90?
I think 85% win rate for Radiant right now.
No, guessing 90, but yeah, it's pretty close. But the thing is, PA always has comeback potential, right? If they take
She
the
has
fight-
comeback potential every item.
Dire's bottom tower
Yeah.
is being attacked.
So it definitely isn't a complete stop for the Paladin Sword.
Paladin are definitely
Kinda
good on
wants
Mars
it, but
or
she wants
Razor.
it there, so Razor should get it, or the Fairy Fire, and yeah.
The Razor is very deep. He's gonna get picked off by this drill. Yep. He is very dead now.
So yeah, the Radiant's grouping up as 5, and they have some pretty decent captain. Yeah. Oh, by the way, the other people here are free to ask questions, and Bong, you're more than welcome to give your input. By the way.
Bounty.
I mean, I don't think PA can ever win this unless like Radiant has to be fucking up pretty badly.
Yeah, right. Like throwing on high ground. But
It has to be
Oh,
a
they
yeah,
throw.
captained
that's a
it
throw.
really
You
well.
can see the throw at middle. Yes, this is definitely a huge throw in the middle. This is where they're gonna go up. Yep, at this fight, this is definitely a game over.
It's going to be so hard.
Kaboom!
You're about to start traveling.
Alright, Blink. Yeah.
Yep, right now we can see our PA being
Dire's
RTZ.
middle tower is being attacked.
RTZ mode on, guys. Farm mode on. Nothing to do.
To be fair, there
But
is
farm.
nothing he can do. So,
Yeah.
Dire's
so
Just a lane.
he does need his BKB. So
Dire's middle tower
honestly, I
has
think he's
fallen.
making the right call here. His team is dead. His
Yeah.
team is.
Dire
They're gonna
Yeah,
lose
but
this
problem
round.
is-
There's nothing they can do.
Even
About
if it does have a BKB, who is he gonna kill?
True, but I mean, he still increases his chances. I wish you were
Yeah.
farming though. Okay.
This
Dire's
should
You got
be
this
my
because
lucky.
yeah.
Oh, she went back because she has BKB now. She wants to fight with the team.
She has
Even though
to
they
fight
only
with
have.
the team. The Mars
has
can
to
back
kill
back,
Oracle
but I
first.
think it's too slow. I think it's too
Dire's
slow.
middle barracks has fallen.
Oh, okay.
Has to kill Oracle first
They did
or any
backtalk
chance
for some
of
reason.
our god.
Oh, the PA is definitely hard. Having her BKB.
Have
Now
him
she's gonna
also
back off.
That was a
Oh,
disaster.
Oracle and Sara went the other way.
They're coming
Maybe
too
there's a
hard.
chance there.
They're going to get. Oh wait, what? Radiant left.
Yeah,
Okay. Radiant
yeah, they
Here
left.
comes the Riki coming back.
kill the Lina. Kill the Lina.
Yeah, she.
But Lina should have died.
You need to kill the
getting
support.
stunned. I guess it's the lag. DNA lag. I don't know.
And a lol.
That was the best chance for them to come back there because Slardar and
Just backed
Oracle
up.
went
for no
away.
reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should have made a more organized call. I think the next Roche is their go.
This PA is definitely gonna die.
Oh my god. That damage is insane. I don't know what PA can do. Honestly. Like that bad BKB
yeah.
usage just like put the final nail in the coffin, but we'll see.
Actually, Muffin doesn't have BKB, so if Hawks get a good jump, maybe you get a kill with a smoke. If no one's around.
Maybe. But he doesn't have a blink
Maybe.
either.
Oh, he doesn't have Blink. Oh, then
Yeah, I know.
extremely unlikely.
Yeah.
Vladimir is good if you have someone that wants to hit, but you're definitely gonna sacrifice your early game. There's always a lot of things you wanna sacrifice. Like, okay, if I get Blink Dagger, that means I have the power to initiate, I have the power to get them off guard, and I have the power to kill the backlines. But if you take like Vladimir's, I have the power to boost my allies, but the cost I cannot have mobility. That's how it always works in offlane. You're always deciding like whether you want mobility or you want something useful.
Oh,
Like
he wasted it.
definitely a lot of items are useful, just different scenario has different timing.
Oh, is the Mob gonna die here? Mob died there.
The
What?
whole thing
think
is going 3-2-2.
he pressed the wrong button. He agi shifted, dude.
No. He strength shifted, but he didn't. There's no way 5 heroes
That's the
hitting.
first kill. Now second kill, going for the Vicky.
Okay, so this is
But
the
then-
comeback potential I was talking about.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you can never count out these guys from like making a one
Oracle
wave.
had like
A
2
lot
seconds
less
to ulti
one.
there.
This is massive. Like, they have not gotten an opportunity to win the game as hard as they have like this since the
Is
laning.
Roshan?
That gives a lot of gold to Mars because he needs a BKB. He finally got his BKB.
Hopefully he gets Blink next. I think they still need the initiation. Probably on the back line. Probably on the
Dire's top
back line.
tower is being
But
attacked.
I haven't seen
I
Oracle do
actually
much this
think
game anyway. So.
Mars
I'm
should
actually very
ulti
surprised.
the Morphling and PA blinks on the backline, kill the backline, while
Yeah.
Mars keeps the front line
Did
busy.
you know what the PA has been buying, guys, the whole time?
Radiant structures have been fortified.
She's been buying dust over and over and over as a safe lane support.
Radiant's bottom
I
tower
guess he
has
just
been
really wants to
Best
be
lane.
able to deal with the Ricky, right? Because otherwise you have no chance in hell of actually killing the Ricky. But
You
even
should
with the
always take the
MKB
lane.
Even with the MKB, she can, she can still do something. What I don't like about Dire though is that they didn't push out top. Like they definitely had the opportunity to. And like typically when you're losing this bad and you wipe the enemy,
I would
for whatever
smoke
reason-
right now if I'm Dire. If I would
Oh,
have
quickening
smoked
charm,
right
a
after.
very good item for
Yeah.
Snapfire, who definitely needs that the whole time.
We should have fought while they were still dead. Get another
Poor
fight.
Man Shield and Snapfire. Craggy
The
killed
Snapfire has
him.
been hoarding gold. If you realize that the Snapfire has been hoarding gold,
Yeah, she
holding
has a
items the whole
force staff.
time.
Yeah, she has
No, she
44
doesn't.
staff.
3,000 gold. Yeah.
She could get quickening, yeah. She could get the clumsy just for a bit more lockdown. Literally anything but this item would be better. Oh dear.
Is that the point where your
smoke
Snapfire
going.
becomes a
Okay,
carry?
this is the
And that's very
4v5.
useful.
4v5 no Ricky.
Yeah. And he has no TP.
This definitely
because
can
he
get
just
some
TP'd
of
top, so.
Yeah, but then this is up to Pop
They
here,
don't know,
but he
they
doesn't
don't know,
have a
they
blink.
don't know. But they don't have catch.
Now they're
I think
moving back.
Earthy is dead. Kill Earthy first.
They got the Oracle. And an
Yeah,
important kill,
Oracle.
put them out with the Razor. It's very.
Oh,
He needs to
Yeah.
catch one more here to make it work. The Morphling dead?
yes!
Oh, Morphling
yeah.
does.
Oh, he's actually dead. Wow.
Alright, that was a good
That's
smoke.
very good.
But I think Mars really needs a blink, dude. Like, his initiations have always been subpar because he doesn't have. Oh, he's gonna catch. Oh no.
Oh, he got.
No.
No
Oh
night
no.
vision.
And
No
now
night
Razor's gonna
vision.
come in. It's like, hey, bzz, bzz,
Oh.
I go. Brrr,
Yeah. Oh no. He
zap,
screwed
Oh,
up.
zap.
He screwed up.
Oh, a lot of screw up here. Okay, no one died.
But still though, the creeps are nowhere near.
Radiant's
And
bottom
Ricky's still
tower is
pushing
under
top.
siege.
Which is the right response, yeah.
I mean,
Oh, they can take the tower. They can
he
still
fucked
take
up
the
for
tower.
not being there.
Radiant's
Look at top.
bottom
Now
They could have taken
back
this
into
tower.
top.
They could still take this tower.
Maybe they're not actually.
And Drona TPing top was
Oh
honestly
no.
They are. Radiant has
Oh.
structures.
Radiant was
Yeah.
baiting it the whole
We have
time.
45. Now Bruno's dead.
That was good. But they can take this though. They can still take this. At least they
Oh my
ready.
god,
I
the
think-
Creeper's still here.
They're gonna trade this for
Dire's
Yeah,
structures
tier three?
have been fortified.
No.
Great now.
You know
They
what?
wasted a lot of
So,
time.
what's happening
You know what?
with
I
it?
don't even hate it. Like, at least they can get this, right? But they didn't even
Yeah,
I think the
they-
number one
if
rule
they
is
get it in
that
the next
I
few
always make
minutes.
this. There's always a number one rule that we all definitely need to remember. If you want to make a play, push the lane first.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, after their first successful mid push, right, they could have pushed top a bit better. And then they wouldn't have taken any damage in this tower.
Ooh,
Like a
mini
completely-
BKB.
Ooh, nice. Who
Good
do-
for
That's
Morphling,
definitely
I
good on
guess.
Morphling, who definitely needs the BKB the whole time.
Morphling.
Oh,
Morphling,
he's
yeah.
so
2
greedy.
seconds frame is
It's so
so
greedy.
Flicker? Really? Oh no. I don't like it. I
So
don't like it.
greedy.
Oh, witless Shaco.
Definitely not good. 800 health. He's gonna die.
You could give it to
Definitely, I would.
Viper?
It will make Viper very tanky. Yeah, I'll definitely give it to Viper. Look at this item. He's going for 4 stuff. Radiant also having Witless Shaco. That is very good on anyone.
Okay,
On
so
any other
they're
support,
taking the
actually.
He's good on the Oracle.
Kinda questionable. Morph should definitely have taken it. I think
Yeah,
Flicker
look,
would be
he's
better.
fucking
Top tower
on
800
your-
health.
Ricky is
Oh,
engaging on the PA.
Is Ricky dead here?
PA get away
Ricky's
with
dead
it.
here.
Oh, no, she will fall. She fall.
Oh, he's so
That was
greedy. He
easy,
should have
dog.
just BKB. He's a 2v5 here if he's BKB and dusted. Ricky doesn't have Manta, right?
No.
He doesn't. He's only going
He's
for
going for
Abyss.
Yeah.
damage after that. Now he's building towards it. But yeah, he's going full damage, which I think is fine because like he's been on point with his dodges, with his tricks of the trade. Like he
What
hasn't gotten
Snapfire?
stunned by the Mars for a while.
He hasn't gotten stunned by Mars whenever he needs
Okay,
to be,
go.
because
He
there's
buy
always a
Rapier
better
or what?
target.
Oh,
I
okay, okay. He's
know,
buying
I've
items
been
now. He's
asking the
buying
whole
items
time.
now.
Who's buying her? Oh, they're going for a really good Roshan play with the P8. There's nothing they can do. They have no damage. They have nothing for them to control this Roshan.
Yep.
Oh, Prince knife,
Such a good item. Such a good item.
The
For
Oracle popped
Ricky's.
the ulti. I don't think that was necessary, but whatever.
I think Earthy doesn't know what he does.
I guess you
Oh, this is a short Roshan.
monster was all along.
This is actually a short Roshan. It's a pure 8-minute Roshan.
Wow. Alright.
A very rare timing actually when you get.
I actually don't know how to read this from the
How do, you,
caster's
how do you read that? I don't know how to read
You
that.
can. You see the scan time above it. Yeah, there's actually Roshan that may respawn in.
That seems to be going too fast though, so it hits the finish the end of the line, it spawns.
So, yeah, do you see the scan button? Do you know what the scan button is, guys?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, above it is Roshan may respawn.
Oh.
It actually was
Oh.
an 8-minute timer.
But how do you read
It was,
the visual?
Oh, you just hover it.
I mean that thing.
This
Not-
is the
not
Yeah,
that,
clock.
you
not
hover
that.
it. Yeah, you hover it.
And then
You put your mouse on it and you just hover it, and it will tell you Roshan may respawn in how many minutes.
no. We're talking about the clock over the Roche pit. Like
Yeah, it's not
Oh.
the clock.
Oh, I'm
I
just
actually
looking at
don't
the.
yeah. We're just looking at this. Honestly, I didn't realize this was here. So yeah, new stuff every day.
Actually, it's easy to read it. Every tree, it's a timer, so it's 1 minute. Like every shining star is 3 minutes.
Oh.
So like you see the huge bright star, that's a timer of like 3, 6, and then the May respawn is at 8, and then it goes almost maximum to 11.
Okay.
Alright, I see.
You can't see it from the normal perspective, from the coaching perspective. You can usually see it. Oh, this is
Oh, I
something
think
else
Donut's
that
dead.
died.
Oh no,
Oh,
the Mars messed up.
Oh, it's a
Aegis
very,
and
very.
Aegis.
If Morphing's gonna die or not.
He's fine.
Oh, no.
Mosling will live.
No, he's fine.
All the
he's fine.
buyback coming from the team.
Oh no, I think it's
Two
over.
buyback.
I don't think PA doesn't have
It's
buyback.
definitely over. That fire going for the
GG.
buyback. Ultra kill on the Morphling. Ricky is going really hard, going really ham. Smoking the enemy, giving a Morphling saying, Morphling, get this kill for me, Aniki. He didn't get the kill. He's trying to get the kill right now.
You should be
He's
called a
baiting him,
caster, to
and
be
let's
honest.
grab.
You're a hype
for the
caster,
Morphling.
dude. You're really good at this. Anyway, that's GG.
There's definitely a hover for
The
the
big
Dire.
problem
There's
was
nothing
the
they can
PA
do.
getting picked off, right? Yeah, I think
PA
they
was
should
about
have
to
call
Such a bad player.
They're gonna call it once the ancient starts taking damage. That's usually what it's
Dyer's middle tower and Dyer's bottom tower.
Wait, that was you!
Yeah, that was it.
That was you, I thought that was them. Alright. But you know, I like their spirit because they only ever call it when the game actually ends. Right?
Mhm.
Okay, so anyway.
I call it usually.